What's up everyone, today I'll be showing you some must-know Mathmech combos as well as hands which are kind of tricky to play. If you didn't see the deck profile, I did go undefeated with this deck in a big tournament, and I also won a lot of locals, so I do have experience with this deck in the current meta. So to start off, I'll show you the one circular combo and how to play through Nib with one circular. Now to play through Nib, you do need an extra extender in hand, which a lot of times you will have. So yeah, I'll just show you how it goes. So of course, the normal combo, you just go circular, dump Sigma, bring it back. Everyone should already know this, so you go search. Now you go overlay, alumbration effect, detach to, you search for diameter, normal sum diameter, bring back. And now here, I don't play the devotee and disciple package, so I just go link 2, and then we just go effect, tribute, bring back whatever, of course, to the zone it points to, and then you go banish the XYZ and add the follow-up. So basically you have follow-up and superfactorial in hand. And now you just go link 3, and we make heat soul here. So if they nib you here, let's say they nib you on heat soul, because a lot of people will just wait for the end of the turn. So you get a token. So how can you still end on heat soul? So you just need any extender. Let's say it doesn't matter. Subtraction, addition doesn't matter because you can target their nib. So you just go this, bring back any extender. And now I do play Link Spider. Make Link Spider here because I do play 2 Splash Mage. I'll probably just go for Splash Mage. And then bring back, then we go Transcode Talker, bring back Heat Soul. So yeah, this would be the board with this set. And also, why I didn't use the G-Golem right now, why did I use Splash Mage? Because next turn, you can actually bring back this Transcode with the G-Golem. So you basically have Transcode for next turn as well, which is super nice. And now I'll show you how to kill them through Nib, going second, which is go Circular Effect, Dump Sigma, Special, Activate Circular. So here, if you want to play through Nib, you will need this just with one circular. If you already have an extender, I probably search this just because you need one extender to play to Nib. A lot of times I just search this because I'm trying to kill them on that turn. Into this, summon diameter effect, bring back. Okay, here I go like this. I go link 2, make Splash Mage effect to bring back, of course. Now we go link 2, and we make Update Jammer. Okay. Now I don't go for transcode here because if you make this is 4K access code. 4K times 2 is 8K. So you still kill them. You don't need the transcode. If you need the extra attributes, sure. But I still try to avoid that because I'll show you why. So now you just make access code 4K, which can attack twice. And let's say they nib you. Access code is gone. You get a token. And now what? Now you go this, bring back whatever. Doesn't really matter. You go link 1. You make Link Spider. So you have to turn it into a Cybers. Now we go link 2. We go into this. Now we go effect to bring back Link Spider. Now we go link 3. We make transcode because we didn't go for it. We just went Splash Mage, Update Jammer. We didn't use this. So now you can actually bring back Update Jammer. Update Jammer is not once per turn. So you can use it twice. Access code is not once per turn. And now you can just make the second access code, which is mandatory. Yeah, now you just go access code, gain 3000, Update Jammer. Of course. And that is still killing through Nib. And you also have the extra pop to pop their Nib because of the Earth. And yeah, you kill them through Nib. So that's the going second combo. Okay, now these two, Droll and Shifter. A lot of people ask, how do you play through these? Shifter, you really can't do much. Like, if you have enough extenders, you can probably end on Heat Soul. Just pass on that, but that's still kind of tricky. Droll is actually, you can still play through Droll. Let's say you had to go like Sign Mining search circular, let's say, and they Droll you there, so you cannot search superfactorial. So what you can do is you can just go this, and of course just make Heat Soul. Heat Soul won't be able to draw on your turn, but you can still draw on their turn. So that's at least something, one extra card in hand. And also if you have an extra extender, if you play against like a trap deck, let's say Labyrinth or whatever, I would still probably make Lingeribo, just so you have the extra protection, especially against like trap tricks. If you have that at your locals or whatever, regionals, I would probably end on that to stop their Halatia. The next combo is Circular plus Diameter. So if you open both of these, I'll show you what the best play is, in my opinion. So yeah, we go Circular Effect. We dump Sigma, of course. You actually don't use Sigma Effect. So now what I do is I would go normal sum diameter, target Sigma. So you special back Sigma. You still don't use Circular. Now we go these two. We make, of course, the Alumbration. And now we go Circular Chainlink 1, Alumbration Chainlink 2. Why? So Emperor and Nash are very popular in this format. This plays through both. So if they have Ash, because you chain block, so they cannot Ash. So if they have Imperm, they can Imperm this, but you just negate. So let's say they go Ash. You don't negate the Ash. You just leave the Ash, okay? You just leave the Ash. Because if you negate the Ash and they go Imperm, target circular, you just have nothing. So yeah, I would just keep, if they go Ash, I would just say, okay, that's fine. If it resolves, doesn't matter. That's like, you just lose one extra extender, which is not that crazy. This pretty much guarantees the super factorial. You search an extender, and now we go link to, because this is going first, of course. We go into, where is it? Wicked. Now we just go addition, summon, wicked, search. Of course, you banish the XYZ. So yeah, this I think is the safest play you can do with the circular and diameter. That's what I always go for. Next 2-card combo, hand trap plus exceed. So this hand is not the greatest, but you can still play with it. So what you do is you just go normal summon the hand trap, whatever. Pretty much every hand trap works. You go into Elmirage, of course, and then we go exceed. Exceed effect, special summon, another exceed. I would still just go for circular. Now here's the tricky part, because you already normal summoned, you can't use diameter. Like, you can't normal summon diameter. If you dump Sigma, you already have Almirage, so it doesn't really matter. So in this case, I would probably dump diameter, and I'll explain why. So you dump diameter, you special summon on circular. Now we go effect of Elimiration, tribute to special summon. So in this case, if this was Sigma or diameter, it doesn't really matter, but because you go circular effect and you search this, you at least have a negate on the next turn, and you also search follow-up. So that is something that's better than nothing, to be honest. And also, if Heat Soul draws you like an extender, that's great, because then your super factorial is fully live. You don't have Sigma for follow-up, but like, it doesn't really matter. I would rather take a negate on their turn than Sigma engrave. You can go this, and then you just leave one. And then you would have to go like this into Linguribo. So Linguribo, I don't have it on me now. You go effect, but be careful because you cannot use these two for Heat Soul. So you would have to go Splash Mage, and then you go Splash Mage, bring back whatever, make Heat Soul, and then pray for an extender. Next up, we have this combo. So Parallel Exceed plus Sigma. Now, Sigma, of course, you can special it from hand, and it's really tempting to special, but you should normal summon here. And I'll explain why. So you go normal summon. You go link one. We make Almirage because it is 1000 attack. So you go with this. Special summon now, Parallel Exceed. Exceed effect. Special summon. And now we go into the similar line like last time. So what we do is we go into this. We go effect. But now we can add the circular. Circular effect. We can dump diameter here for free because we already have Sigma engrave. So now if we dump diameter, we have all three in rotation. So you just special circular, and now we just go the same thing. So tribute, special, search, and yeah, that's basically it. So we add super factorial, and that's it. So we go into wicked, Linguribo, the same thing I showed last time, but this time we actually have. So yeah, remember, do not special summon this. It is tempting, but just to normal summon it if you have exceed in hand. Okay, next up we have hands like these. So 2 hand traps and then 2 searchers. Now, if you get greedy, if you go first or second, doesn't really matter, but this is the only way you can play. So if you go Sign Mining in this hand, this is probably like, oh, Small World's probably the worst card because these are 2 interruptions. So if you pitch this and they ash this, you just cannot play. So please don't get greedy. Like, it is tempting. I know a lot of people definitely would discard Small World because they're like, oh, okay, I'll just grab this. No, please just go this, pitch whatever, Bell or Nib, whatever is worse in the matchup. And if the Ashes you still have play, since this can go into this, into Valor, into Circular, and then just full combo. Okay, next up, if they banish both of your access codes, or if you only play one if you don't have access code, how do you kill? Like, what do you do? Let's say Cash is going first, you're going second, and they rip your access codes, or 1 or 2, doesn't matter. The G Golem actually has a secret effect, which allows the monster it points to attack twice, and also pierce. So basically this can get big. This can get big. So with this plus this, so both boosts, because this gives us 600, he gains 500, so he's actually on 3-4. So if you can use addition, you can give it 1000 attack and kill, because this is basically your second update jammer. And also this goes for if they banish your update jammer. This is pretty much the same thing you would go for. Addition, or even if you can play like without activating circular, just so you can attack with more monsters. It will be hard because you cannot blow up their field. but this is probably just the best thing you can do to try to kill them. And now, since a lot of you asked for test hands, I'll be doing 2 test hands. First one is going first and second one is going second. So let's see what I can do with these random hands. So going first, we draw imperm, sign of mining, addition. Okay, this hand is not that bad. So we have a non-engine, and then we also have the 3 engine cards. So how I would play this, I would go sign of mining, discard sign of mining. Now, if they ash this, you can still play because you can turn this into Almirage. You can still make Heat Soul at least. You can see that I do have addition. I'll basically just keep that for next turn because 1 circular is enough on its own, basically. So that hand was pretty basic going first. As I said, I keep the extender in hand for next turn. Okay, now let's say we're going second. So Nib, Veiler. Okay, this is pretty broken. Desires and Pearl Exceed. Okay, with this hand, because I don't know the next top deck, Veiler can trigger Pearl Exceed. So I would actually try. I mean, most decks actually lose to this, so this is probably enough to beat any deck. This just needs to draw you 1 monster, just any monster, and you just kill them because that's 3 bodies and that's game, as I said before. So yeah, let's say we use all 3. We don't have Nib. Let's say they somehow pop it. So basically, this is our hand. So let's draw imperm. We activate Desires, and now we just have to pray. Basically, now we just have to pray. So let's banish 10. Draw 2, but we just need any monster, any hand trap. Yeah, so we draw 2 monsters, so yeah, that's game. And then we just want to trigger the Exceed, and now we just summon Exceed effect, Splash Mage, bring back Exceed. We go 2, we make up the jammer, and see here, this basically keeps you safe from Nib. Like if they have Nib, even if they have Nib, you would just do the line to play the Nib. So they Nib you here, we go link 1, special this, link 2, this, bring back, and do the same line I already showed you. Bring back update jammer, link 4, and we just make the second access code and still kill them. So yeah, that was pretty much it. If you want to see replays, make sure to let me know in the comments. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and see ya.